Hey guys, Old Bess here. Alright, so today I want to talk about botting. So this is something that I saw on the Reddit forums today, and it's something that I thought would be helpful to let you guys know about. And I also wanted to give you guys some gold tips of what you can do when botting is occurring. The problem with botting is when people bot, it can completely destroy the market. So right now what's happening on some of the servers is bots are targeting the Legion gathering professions. So ore, herbs, and also the skinny materials in the auction house, they're plummeting in price and there's tons of them in the auction house. Another problem is that most oftentimes the bots will actually sell to individuals. So the materials on the auction house is just a drop of all of the materials that are being gathered. So obviously this is terribly frustrating for the normal player because we're wanting to go out, make money, but then these materials, they've just plummeted in price and there's a lot more competition to try to sell these things. So if you ever check your auction house and you see a huge amount of these items and the prices have just plummeted, what I do is go check out the official forums or check out Reddit or go to the Underminejournal.com. I'll have a link to that in the description below. This is a screenshot of the Twisting Nether server. This is showing one of the Legion herbs and you can see that the quantity has just skyrocketed and the price has been going down. Another good way to know if botting is occurring, if you just go out and start farming and you see a character that's just randomly teleporting from node to node, or they're like flying in Legion without either a mount or flying on a mount, but flying's not available yet. Or if they have a name where it looks like they just mashed the keyboard for a few minutes, it's probably a bot. So you can do your part and just report them. Another thing that Blizzard does have in place is called Warden. So the Warden client or software has actually been around for quite a long time. So whenever you start playing a Blizzard game, Warden will start scanning to make sure you're not using any third-party software. It's also going to be checking your inputs. This is software that Blizzard's been using and it's really good at detecting botting. The problem is like places like Honor Buddy and some of these other big software companies, what they'll do is they'll just keep updating it so Warden doesn't quite catch it. And then Blizzard will update it and then they'll ban everybody. Oftentimes these bans are either permanent ban or 6-month ban. And guys, to be honest, I think the botting problem is only going to get worse and worse because people have more incentive to bot now. The problem is that Blizzard announced that the WoW token, which you buy with gold and gives you subscription time, will now be opened up to use the WoW token to purchase some of the other services, so like character name service, or you can even purchase some of the cash shop mounts or pets. And there's a rumor that goes even further, so this hasn't been officially confirmed by Blizzard yet. But what I've been hearing is when you buy a WoW token, it will credit your Battle.net account. So you'll have funds in your Battle.net account. And so then you could actually use that amount and purchase, Hearthstone packs or Overwatch loot boxes, for example. So obviously people are going to be wanting gold in World of Warcraft because you can get so much other stuff. So I'm kind of concerned about that with the bots. As for gold making, I just want you guys to be aware of this, that this goes on, so that way you guys have a heads up of when your economy is suffering because of bots. That way you don't get tricked and you go to the auction house and be like, man, these prices are half they were the other day. I'm going to buy these and flip them. And then you check the next day and the prices dropped even more and there's even more of them on the auction house. I want to protect you guys from doing that, but you'll also be aware that when the bots are banned, that often the price will go back up, will spike back up, and the prices will restabilize again. So in theory, you actually could purchase these for cheap and sell them after the bots are banned. And in the past, it seems like Blizzard is pretty quick about banning these guys. Another idea is you could actually purchase these items when they're really cheap, and if you have a crafting profession, maybe you could use those materials to craft a bunch of stuff, and maybe make a lot of profit during that time. Today I checked on some of the servers, and it does seem like botting is occurring on some of the servers right now. Other servers, it seems like they're pretty stable right now. I just want to let you guys be aware of this so that way you guys know what's going on. When you see the prices dropping, you're not confused. You know, okay, some botting's going on, and you can kind of prepare for that. And then hopefully some of the farms that you may have been farming will be good once again after the bots are banned. I also want to mention real quickly, if you're curious about the gameplay footage right now, so what I'm doing right now is I'm farming in Suramar. So I'll show you here on the map. So what I'm doing is I'm killing these basilisks. And you want to have mining for this. So what you do is you just kill these guys. They have a chance at dropping some grays, some greens, also the ancient mana gems that you can sell in the auction house. And then you can mine their corpse and you can get fell slate. And sometimes when you mine their corpse, it'll have another basilisk spawn that you can kill and get a bunch of fell slate. It's a pretty good spot. The one complaint I have about it, however, is it doesn't seem like the mobs respawn very fast. I believe this is one of the areas at the very start of the expansion that people were kind of abusing, so it has been nerfed, but it's still a pretty good farm. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you learned some stuff about this botting stuff. Also, I hope it encourages people not to bot. Seems like Blizzard is really on top of it with banning people for botting, so that's good. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys again soon.